Have you done something recently that you're feeling a bit embarrassed about, that perhaps you regret, that you're worried about what the outcome might be, or perhaps you're even feeling a sense of shame? If any of those are you, I've got some ideas ahead that might be able to help you with that. I'm Margie Island, and I am a leadership coach, researcher, author, and speaker, and I'm forever curious about creating happy and healthy leaders. So, when we do something that perhaps we regret later, or that we've been told was the wrong thing to do, um, the experience that's going on underneath is often shame. And although you might not recognize it at the time, um, it's this deep sense of feeling quite uncomfortable. And if you've read any of Brene Brown's stuff on shame, the way that she refers to it is that it's an intensely painful feeling or experience of believing that we are flawed and therefore unworthy of love, belonging, and we feel like something we've experienced, done, or failed to do makes us unworthy. Now, perhaps you don't feel as that strongly, perhaps you do. The thing is, though, and this is the really important part that I wanted to share with you, is that shame is a pretty common experience. But below shame is often a really important value that is kind of in conflict. So you may have done or said something because somewhere in there, within you, a value was being compromised, or something that you didn't think was right, or something you felt was important to say or do. And perhaps the way that you did that didn't get the outcome that you'd hoped for. But the core of it, the intention of it, came from a really good place. And so, what I'd encourage you to do is when you experience that embarrassment or that shame, is to sort of recognize that, and that's okay. But rather than struggle with it and go, I shouldn't feel like that, or I don't want to feel like that, because that tends to often make it bigger, for bringing more attention to it, is to go, okay, well, that was from this really important place within me. Um, and perhaps it didn't work out the way I hoped, but it came from a place that was important to me. And maybe the learning for me is not that I did it, but maybe it was how you did it. Maybe there's another way that you could have done it. And that's okay, because as leaders, as human beings, we have to get out of our comfort zones and, work with our values and express those so that we can be happier and healthier in the work that we do, and be a good leader, be a good example. And sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. And that's okay. That's really normal. So, um, moving forward, if you are experiencing that at the moment, or want to perhaps deal with that better in the future, first step, recognize it. And I do that because sometimes it feels like it's this thing on your shoulder or in your head telling you what to do. Sometimes then just writing down, that you're feeling this sense. Um, but then secondly, going, what's this value about? And reminding yourself of how important that value is to you, and that it came from a good place. And then get back on with your day. Reset, get back to it. Becoming a happy, healthy leader is a process. It takes, steps in getting out of your comfort zone. And I'm always encouraging people to be forever curious about the ways that they can do that. I hope that's helpful. If you'd like to talk more about that, or how I can help you as a leader, feel free to reach out in the links below. Bye for now.